Hello, and welcome to the first developer log of Chronicles of Ceritle, Chapter 1. This is going to be a rather short developer's log, but just to give you guys some insight, yes, we are actually making a game here. And if you look back in this channel's history, you will actually see a trailer for a PowerPoint storyline that I made in high school, called Now That You Left, We Are Alone. Now That You Left, We Are Alone is actually Chapter 2. If you want to avoid spoilers for this game, don't watch that trailer. Don't watch it until after this game is out. Now, as we can see here, I am not that far into the making of the game, other than what I have for the demo, which is from the intro, the beach, Verstill, Kinla, Alfheim, and Kazuki's house. Now, what's not in the demo is actually the Digi High. The Digi High is actually here. And right here, you can just see the insight to some of this. Now, the Digi High is actually going to be a bit more RPG-esque, almost. Or not RPG, more explorative. Because, as of right now, we are not that far. As you can see, it's called the Digi High C. Yes, the C stands for courtyard, because we are in the courtyard of the Digi High. However, one thing that you kind of can't see from the District 1, originally called Shinazawa, but then I kind of made the connection that it's a bit too close to Shinagawa, so I changed it to Verstill. Now up here is actually, because if you read this text in game, it says I'm supposed to be looking for a phone, not heading back to school. This is the Digi High in its entirety, but it doesn't look like this in game, as we can see here. In Verstill, it just looks like that. Well, you can't see up here at all in the game, so generate dungeon. I'm still new to the software, and this is kind of showing you what's happening in the development of the game when I actually get the Digi out to a more explorable level, like when I completely make it so that you can go to the first floor, explore all the first floor, go up to the stairs, go up to the second floor, even the third floor, and then the roof. Once all of those 4 levels are made, I will release a developer log for that. But as of right now, development is going slow. It is true that I made all this right here in literally 1 week. However, I'm going to be taking my time because I do not want to grind myself. That's a gaming thing. I don't want to burn out on developing this game, because one of the most important key aspects to this game is that I am actually recreating an entire storyline with some new plot points, some new areas that we haven't been to in the original storyline, even some changes in the original storyline. Like, because you guys don't know this, but I know this from high school, and my high school friends would know, and high school classmates would know at Kazuki's house. Now, this is a reimagining of it, but if I'm gonna say, if you didn't play the demo, then you should go play it, just to go through it, just get it done, then come back to this developer log. If not, this is on you. In the original, when we come to Kazuki's house, they play games like they do here, but they don't end up in the guest room. I think in the original making of Kazuki's house, there wasn't even a guest room. In the original, Kazuki's house was actually a separate building than what she was when she was a child. But in this game, I decided to make it so that it's her house, it's her family house, and she's been here since her father died. And we have her father's room, obviously, with some tear. She doesn't go in there to keep his peace. Kind of a mess in there, but she does her best. Now, there's meant to be a couch here, but I took the couch out. That's the living room that we just took the couch out. She's not home very much, so she has no need for any of that. Though, in the original, they played games out in this living room right here. Played games, they fell asleep, and then they woke up to the sound of the alarm. They both freaked out, and that was it. And then we cut ourselves to them walking to school, both talking. As in terms of storyline, that is where we are currently. Percentage-wise, for Chapter 1, I am willing to say we are between 5 and 10% completed. Maybe. But since I'm going to be, from the original story point, we're like 5 to 10%. We're like around slide 60 or 80, somewhere in those lines out of the 693 slides of the original story. But as of right now, we are making things as we can to explore. Like in the original, Zin didn't go to Kazuki's house in search of a phone. In the original, it was more like, hey, you should come over. But then I decided that I have not decided. I've been told that that's not plausible. That is not a reasonable thing to do. So I gave it a reason. I had to think, how was I supposed to do this? And the great way to open up the game is with the beach. The beach is where the whole storyline first began. From here, it was Zin talking to Jit. Jit then leaves. Kazuki then appears. They go. And then we don't actually see this district, nor Kimla Avenue, nor Alfheim Heights. We just go straight to her house. So we go from the original storyline, we go straight from the beach to her house. But here, I expanded upon it with the ability to explore. That is actually something I like. I might do some more of that, but as of right now, once the demo ends, you just get the screen. Which I think I still have the screen, unless I update it. I think I updated it, or my computer crashed while I was about to save it. Either way, time in development of this game is slow. This is going to be a slow development. I am a single developer, so it's a bit harder. I am actually interested in some artists who would like to draw some images that I would like for the game, especially for the later chapters. If I can have a dedicated artist for the game, I would actually be happy. There are some moments from the originals game, all the way leading back to 4 years ago when I first made the story. There was images I wanted to put out on the screen to show a bit more empathy to the characters, but then I couldn't do it. Now that I'm making this, I hope I can find an artist who can be a dedicated artist for this. I think that wraps it up for this developer's log. I know it's not much. Game is very early. And I will get back to you guys when the game is a bit more polished and a bit more explorative. Until then, see you guys in the next development log. Bye-bye.